Right, while we're in quarantine or lockdown, we are going to be doing a new art project. This project is inspired by a photographer's name is Gregg Segal, who did a series of photos called Daily Bread. For these photos, he had children from around the world diarize their food intake, all the foods that they ate over a week, and then he took photographs of the children with all of the foods that they ate. He would take the photos from above, which is called vertical photography, have the children lie down on a background, place the food around them, and then take a photo. For your project, you are going to choose around 15 items, more or less, doesn't matter, that have been important to you during this lockdown period. It can have the food that you eat, things that you spent a lot of time doing, or that you've used a lot, or that you thought, if I did not have this thing during this lockdown, I think I would have gone crazy. If you're not sure what to put down or you run out of ideas, it's also a good idea to ask the people that you're living with what they think you should put down. Their answers may surprise you. Decide what the mood is going to be for your photo, and then you can also decide what you want for your background. Think about texture, think about color, think about things that you like or that you have available. It doesn't really matter, but decide on it. Don't just let it happen. Right, here's an example that I made of my daughter Zoe. So for this lockdown, she has had a couple of things that she's really used a lot of or really valued. And some of those things was Lego. She's played with a lot of Lego. She ate a lot of Easter eggs because it was Easter. She did a lot of colouring in, so there's a bit of that there. And the iPad, of course. And then tomatoes. She lives on tomatoes. And sweet chili sauce and mayonnaise. She has a lot. So those are some of the things that she had. And then, of course, toys and a feather thing on her head because, who doesn't need that during a lockdown? So that's the example that I did of her. I put her on her carpet that's got like little owls on it. And I placed the Lego blocks, those grey and red ones, next to her just for a bit of an effect. So think a little bit how you place it. So I placed hers so that it makes almost like a bit of a square shape around her. She is quite a person who likes things in a line and to be she's a bit perfectionistic, more than I am definitely. So that's why I did that like that for hers. This is going to be vertical photography, so the photo is going to be taken from directly above, so you're going to probably need someone to help you with that. Make sure that you leave space for yourself and try and place the items around you with a bit of a plan. You can decide what your plan is. It can have a messy, crazy look. Just layer things so that you can still see what everything is in your picture and think about what it looks like from above. Lighting is very important. The best light is natural ambient light, so it's light that's like from a window, but it's not right directly in your eyes so that you're going like, the light. So make sure that you've got good lighting. The best time to do it is probably during the day, and just check that you don't have shadows falling over. You'll see with some of the photos of Zoe, there was a shadow in the one corner. Try and avoid that if you can. Because this is an art project and I'd like to use this for your assessment for this term, you need to please take into consideration some elements of art, color especially, texture and value. So have like lighter and darker, have texture maybe with your background especially, and principles of design, balance and unity. So when you're busy placing your items around you, think about balance and think about how it all fits together. Does it look like it's part of a plan, or does it look like you just lay down on your bedroom floor and took a photo? Okay, so have a think about that and incorporate that into your project. When you've finished taking your photo, you can also write a little bit about what you chose, why you chose it, and how you used the different elements of art and the principles of design mentioned here, and how you incorporated them into your photo. Good luck with this project. Don't worry too much about what you don't have or making it perfect. Use the opportunity to document your story of lockdown and what's been important to you. Looking forward to see you guys again soon. Bye!